wealth of young talent themselves.
Now they will be hungry right away. Showing some presence towards this C site are both teams. Eintracht Frankfurt taking the fight to Mound and Eternal Fire. Well, they were not ready for this much resistance. The nade down for audaz forces him into the fight, and he almost got two. Fizzy down to a sliver of health, but it's enough to hold on to the advantage for Eintracht Frankfurt. More than a man up, and the damage done to nekky, and even Echo, adding up to what should be a pistol round in favor of the defense.
It's worth mentioning as well that we've seen this map a couple of times from Eintracht Frankfurt. They've always started slow. That's been their biggest problem. And right now, it looks like they're going to be off to a flyer. nekky caught in no man's land. An easy kill for MONSTEERR. Spike dropped on the ground, and unless Echo has a 1v4, I think this will be the first pistol round that they've won at the beginning of a Lotus game.
Yeah, you think back to the game against
Might make this work. A very direct fight initially. The lurk of Echo is gone. Now they are committed to this side of the map, and well, the judge, it might have been slightly better than the Marshal in that moment. Sat within the corner. Of course, he did pick himself up a rifle. Now they look to split back towards B, where he can look to pincer. They also still have Jamelinho here, but they managed to clear him. Maybe just in the nick of time. 10 seconds. The defense about to start their move early, but it's Favian taking over. Third kill already in the round. Finally, he's now gone. Musashi also will clear that. Worth mentioning that Echo did go down early in the last, and he's still the lurk again. Aggression, though, from Spear, caught out by the utility, but even still, he'll take one. Another player now goes through in the form of Favian, but it's very, very disjointed.
Or he'll be giving him a showstopper for the next. In fact, he'll give it to him either way. This consistent factor, this monster, this beast of the sea site. And it will be a split that they go for. Already two players through B. Prowler not going to see them. That's space given up that I hope Eintracht Frankfurt are aware of. I said in the pistol, this was a gap that they left. This time that gap's been exploited.
Do they expect the second? No, they don't. This is a great round. I love this from Eternal Fire. I love this from the coaching staff. This looks like a coach call all over. There's a gap. Let's exploit it. Let's bait them into awkward positions. And what for Spear, that looks like the round closer already.
So you assume it's the same thing. Spear a little slower than expected in making it through. He's caught by a lot of utility, and it doesn't matter because although his ult doesn't find anything, audaz in the chaos caught Jamelinho, Azury down, and it looks like, well, they think they've got a route through to the C site. Fizzy's been spotted early, though. Musashi with the backstab denied as the door closes, and there's trips covering his walk-up.
Fizzy has to pull off an insane round. He's going to get absolutely nothing for it.
Monster's back.
A more all-out brawl. Oh, he's now going to be able to retrieve a weapon. Of course, this was more of a light buy, just purchasing what they could additionally. Timing for Musashi is not the worst, but the weaponry is truly not the best. And they're going to push them together. Two players making sure. It's all left on to MONSTEERR. A couple of them are low, but
they're behind their trips, keep that info, and Musashi breaks it. And so far, not offering individual fights. That does change with Echo, but that's because the pack has split up to hunt MONSTEERR down. He takes the first in two. Can still make it costly. He can still bait them in. He's trying his best, playing all the cards in his hand. Nothing but the lead. Leaving an idea. Let's see exactly what that idea is in the listening.
Almost out.
Attım.
Ha kapatacağız sana.
Beğeni yok.
At.
Oynayın.
Var Viper burada beyler. Viper burada. Gel oyna. Be 2 tiri
Ne
önü.
vardı onun?
Paid Race.
Aa pikliyor lan birisi.
Phantom'da Vandal'dı ya.
Giriyorum içine gel.
Bir tane daha var.
Ha, giriyorum.
Gel girdim. Paid Race'a boyunca.
Hayır şurada şöyle parana verip gelsene şuraya.
Tamam bekle veriyorum. Verdim. Sol yakın. Nice öldüm. Side.
Hayır ulti Ömer. Olur dikkat et. Ha ultileri var. Main geldi.
Vaycısı var boys. Hep bomba kapa.
Irrelevant.
Fade is late.
I'm
gonna come to you.
You can be on me.
One up the door. He's gonna go B. If he does, we win.
I'm ulting.
Okay, I'm gonna come to you now. No, he's not gonna go B. I'm revealing elbow.
Yeah, close CT. Cypher.
Pillar, default. Yeah, side.
Default minus 170.
Main.
One enemy remaining. Take them. Marked one.
Jet platform.
And the...
And two. Right.
And Nekky, Monster's been there every round. But somehow it hasn't been enough. That was a spike!
Down A.
They've just given the spike away! Giving the game away.
Don't worry, maybe
Eintracht
they can
Frankfurt.
use from the shadows to get it back.
Oh yeah, exactly. They had the ult actually at the start of the round. Let's check in on it. Where's it at? Oh my goodness, Musashi's on a tear now. After being given a freebie, fighting his demons in the shadows. He's pulled Eintracht Frankfurt into the light, and listen, highlight the positions people died in just for the proposed idea that he was meant to. Even if you had a vice wall there, which there wasn't, but some utility to slow you, Thorns, for example, you would have the question of why is he TPing at all, and why didn't you bait the util early? But in fact, it was just a Viper wall.
The second most interesting thing I've seen towards Hobbit Hole, other than someone nuking themselves.
Roger that, Governor.
But there you go. Spears already started this one off with a bang. The show stopped. Playing those extremities, but losing Azury early. Always going to be a problem. MONSTEERR has been the man to watch for this defensive side. And of course, he's going to be the man to watch again, the one under pressure. But we've seen this a lot. Their attempted pushes through, or teleports through, the Hobbit Hole. And while Musashi's only going to be able to get one, Jamelinho is close by, but is being well watched, but not well shot.
It's an op there for him to recover as well on 50 HP. He might prefer it. Info, one towards Hobbit, he already saw, and another on the right. Paranoia on the way through from Fizzy, expecting to see, there we go, expecting to see that fire through as they emerge out of heaven. Spear dealt with on the trade. Nekky kept back, but audaz on the side. The game's being given away. Both players quite low as well for Eternal Fire. MONSTEERR, 9 HP, a sliver of health, but it's enough for him to rip audaz's head off, and he gets on the spike. Nekky tries to
get it. Like, the way he plays Odin is
ballsy, let's say. For example, he's in Hobbit right now, up against the Eco, and they're very close, but still, he'll get away with one.
He goes back.
He'll get away with two, even Paranoia.
Oh, careful.
But Nekky, he is now given Eternal Fire a chance.
Look at the
2
HP.
kills. A plant to be found as well. A very late lurk from Echo, but he's been... Oh, he hasn't been heard! But he won't get Azury! And Azury just runs away. 'Tis but a scratch. Doesn't even turn. As he wants that A site. They know there's only 2 here. So it's time to go. It's time to speed up!
His positioning just perfect to clear 2 players. And then the second that nightfall went through, I was like, oh, that has at least missed 1 player. He was the one that was caught, so they thought for SGE.
Oh, up close, going through an orb would certainly level the playing field, but the Nightfall might just pull it back in Eternal Fire's favor. The first goes to Azury, the second goes to Azury, and MONSTEERR's here to help! Eintracht Frankfurt have the C site on lockdown. And Echo is the one that has to try to break this hold. 5 players on the other side, an ult for MONSTEERR, and no reason to keep anything in the pocket.
Serious pressure.
He's gonna need an immediate upgrade. A lot to dodge as well already. The information not finding its way into Eintracht Frankfurt's hands. They might be surprised to find him up close, but
that's unlucky.
He's dealt with immediately. Can't pick back up as classic and get to firing away. Just a bit of damage onto Jamelinho. I mean, quite a lot of damage. But a man advantage and a plant for Eintracht Frankfurt.
Oh, Musashi's caught, though. A little bit further ahead. Flash will delay a little bit. But no one's been able to action off of it. If anything, on HP, there's a severe advantage at this stage. Fizzy and Jamelinho low. Already, Favian clears out 1. Leaving that advantage going further and further in one direction. A little bit of a head start, and well, there you go. That's the information they needed, and this is the moment we start to see those players move. But even still, it's a little slow.
Azury's playing super slow towards the B side as well. He's now hearing all of these steps coming down outside A lobby. He knows the flank is underway. He's got a little box to hide behind, and Favian's alone. But he's been spotted. Azury now in danger. Paranoia is going to catch him, and he should be dead to rights. A little bit of damage he has to show for his position. But in the meantime, Eintracht Frankfurt, they came back to help. The beacons were lit, and Fizzy, well, he answered the call, but it's a bloodbath. Eternal Fire are miles ahead. Monster has to have another grand stand. As the time ticks, they get on the side. Musashi falls, and it is all in the hands of Monster. A triple kill. The defuse all ready to have. Monster has to hurry. And Echo knows the fight must be taken. But it's getting a bit ridiculous.
He has 22 kills. The next highest is 11.
There, Monster has finally died. Early pick information removed from the hands of Eintracht Frankfurt. And most importantly, a new hero will be called upon.
There.
Eternal Fire will extend their lead. Azury, nice opening onto Echo. Musashi finds Spear, but the trades. Azury!
What?
Stepping up to the plate a little late, but it does not matter. And he's found himself a third. Well, Monster clearly passed the baton before
That sounds like the MO of Eternal Fire. Come on for audaz. Okay. First one comes easy. That was a showstopper down. That's helpful. He's managed to cross towards the site.
They want to fight. Who's surprised?
Oh.
The showstopper active. I'm surprised to even see that. They know there's numbers here, but they don't turn. They don't show tail. Instead, they go running forward into the meat grinder, dismantling it piece by piece, but some flesh removed, some bones showing, but Eintracht Frankfurt still strong in a 3v1. Echo!
And with that weapon in hand, and a very aggressive start.
Heaven dodging it. Yeah, we smoke that.
Just smoke tower.
Smoke that. And careful op heaven. That's the only thing that we have left.
Okay, I'm on his
No one
stairs.
tree, no one side, no one drop. I will reveal drop just in case.
I'm ulti.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will
no,
plant. I plant that, I plant.
No one's drop.
That weird plant.
I bet real. No, don't do so.
Operator on me.
Gonna ult, gonna ult.
Planted.
I found cover if you die.
Hemen ultim var, şansın tamam mı?
Stun'ım var,
Nerede
stun'ım var.
Bas bas, body, bas. Nerede vurduysa bas.
Nerede vurdun?
Smoke'tan vurdu, at default'a doğru.
Barutça.
Kola açacağım gözüktüğü yere.
Attım var bende.
Ben kayıyorum ona. Kayacağım
Kay,
gel.
kay, kay.
Ya çözdüm.
Sağda.
Koşuyor.
Nice AP.
Gel ulti gel Arda çöz. Dur.
Again, it's just them grouping up and playing together.
It's the old shield and spear strat. Everyone else is just blocking while you send Favian to go poke them. And he poked two out of the round. Jamelinho traded immediately, but Eintracht Frankfurt keep the momentum going. Man advantage now in their hands despite the damage done. The AWP will be denied the pick and nekky will be taken down. That should have been the surprise angle. Favian, oh, well, he's going very aggressive indeed. Echo's caught Azury, taking down the planter as well. And guess who has to step up yet again? It's Monster, whose back must be sore. This responsibility resting on his shoulders in so many rounds. And he's delivered another, even on low HP. The Thorn's active. Favian tanking damage to get close. He'll tap that spike to bait him in, but he'll find Monster is repositioned. He's wrapped all the way around. He doesn't believe in it being stuck, and now he knows he's made the right call. A masterful play by Monster!
In the football stadium, if he keeps going at this rate, the Eintracht Frankfurt fans are going to be losing their minds watching the brilliance of Monster. We've talked about the aim all the way through, the crisp shots, but this was the brain. He won that clutch.
What are we doing? Let's play, guys. Let's play.
He's making them pay for it at every turn.
What is it? Is audaz still suffering that anchor on the site? He's the man that holds space for retakes, and with him being gone, audaz, the man with no shields, is having to fill in the gap.
And he's already used both of his shrouded steps. He can't escape anymore. All he can do is fight for his life. And he's done a damn good job taking a double nekky there to pick up the pieces that Spear dropped. The wrap around, it's a death sentence. Monster in the 1v1, the stun just about dodged. Up against the up against the ult, and he'll
For
be...
this round.
Oh, Favian has been spotted. The reveal behind him, no one to break it and no way out. Jamelinho getting the punish.
Bring them down.
For Eintracht Frankfurt, that is the main danger man. Removed, nekky falls as well. And they're still watching for Spear. He's lost his weapon. He's lost his mind staying up close like that. Damage done onto Echo. He's down to 51 HP, and audaz, well, he was taking risks for a rifle. One now secured. Still, the retake, the man disadvantage needed.
Planted.
Echo's just going to send it, isn't he? Never waiting for teammate support, and sometimes that works, sometimes it loses them rounds. This time, it has given them an advantage, and more importantly, given them info. Musashi caught, and Fizzy goes down as well. Well, it can't go through walls, can it?
An ultimate that, just to be very clear for anyone that doesn't know, goes forward in the direction you're looking and tells you if there's someone there. Actually, it shows you exactly where they are. A little trail pointing you right to him. Little breadcrumbs. And he peeked
Held
with it.
by Echo before looking to try and retake into the site. Now, they haven't managed to get an orb onto nekky just yet. In fact, Echo, after avoiding everything, has just walked back into the site. The TP! Oh, Fizzy's caught out completely. Smoke's not going to be available. Now the showstopper goes through audaz. A little ahead of the game, and one nekky trying to run through the utility. He's made it, he's got his kill, and now can use his nightfall himself.
With the flank of MONSTEERR, this is going to be huge. He might have just missed the boat, could have caught Favian on the cross, but he was speedy. He made it towards the side already. They're going to put pressure onto that spike any moment. Now MONSTEERR needs to hurry up, and it's a good hold. Musashi finding one. It's given the advantage there. MONSTEERR's backstab now known. But there's no time to check under the bed. Spear's going to go for that defuse. Half already. Trying to find that slippery player on the other side, and it's the wrap from MONSTEERR, running the clock all the way
To see a
down.
pause after this one, if they had a pause left. Instead, Spear wants that orb. And while SGE want to deny him of the orb, but Favian has managed to take down Fizzy instead. They did not.
Yeah,
only a turn of
it
fire.
is.
Only a turn
Are
of
his
fire.
traps broken, or did he not have any?
I don't know the answer to that, but I would lean towards not having any.
I think he might not have had any. And, well, for that, okay. Well, I wouldn't be happy with that. I'm going to assume he had traps somewhere and they got broken, because I don't want to get angry unless I'm certain. So let's just follow that train of thought. So it's a 4v3. Jamelinho's very low. Full space on the A site. Eternal Fire being pulled back the other direction. Their solo site hold with an outlaw and utility God knows where has not worked out.
Planted.
Will they play the retake together? They know there's a player down below. They want to punish Jamelinho. He's 10 HP as well. Such an easy kill, and when Spear finds him, it's the orb that they were waiting for. It's the showstopper to push them towards this site, but a sneaky azury, unchecked. It almost cost them the round, and it may still. In terms of the start, Eintracht Frankfurt on the attack already, wasting no time getting up into heaven, but Eternal Fire want that retake. Phoenix leading the way. Flash gets them through the wall to start with, but look at Eintracht Frankfurt descending on them towards the screens, but nekky only has pressure from one side. Musashi doesn't find the hits he needs, and Eintracht Frankfurt get a plan, but with a man disadvantage.
Jamelinho up close. He's actually got away with that. I thought peeking any wider, he would have been dead for sure. Instead, leveling the playing field, falling back, and a bit of an audacious position being held, but they are holding the line. It's only nekky to find anything
in the middle for Eternal Fire. The Phoenix ready to fight on a flash, but Jamelinho's already up in their grill, taking an aggressive stance against this team. It's a bold move, but it has paid off.
I like it. A set plan to try and kill anybody in towards that vent position. The C's was perfect, and from then onwards it was all Jamelinho.
The safer of the two sides. But a 3-0 shutdown like that.
Go big, guys. Go big.
It's gonna molly.
Face your fear.
We are mollied. One guy close right. One new box. And backside. I think close.
I'm sorry.
We are blocked right now.
I'm mollied also.
Chill a bit, chill a bit, chill a bit, chill a bit. Riyad, Riyad, listen. I will C's left. Let's see if he's there.
Yeah.
Satchel out.
I didn't hear C's.
Let's go back to mid, please.
Oh, we have Peven, guys. Chill.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah,
B I'm coming.
Yeah, okay. Get Riyad. We wait for the smoke and we play again.
Yeah. Fake smoke. Hold.
I don't have any ult.
I'm with you.
We need to peek now.
You hold it for me?
I'm peeking.
Holding.
I'm holding. Go with him. Go.
Maybe backside Omen. Yeah, Omen backside, guys.
Yeah, I go out.
Omen backside. Backside Viper.
One enemy remaining.
We go outside?
30 seconds
B
left.
Up.
Down B.
Haven't.
I'm hiding.
Hold red.
MONSTEERR's on a tear yet again. But he might be called on one more time in this round. Favian puts it down to the 1v1.
The rest of the purchasers already feeling the heat a little bit. While Favian tried to get them an early lead instead, though, look at the run through. Jamelinho's just gone. They have no idea.
He's in the fast lane, quite literally. Favian down, blindsided. And the A side has fallen. Seconds into the round, they've lost all control. But Eternal Fire, we talk about the retakes. This is where they're putting up the numbers. This is where they've looked the best. They've still got plenty to get them back in. Between Spear's utility, the paranoia, and Echo just finding an opening pick, but he drops into Fizzy. Unaware of the player down below. Now Fizzy can't get out. But can they force him out of that position? They've got nothing to make him peek. And all he does is check for the info. A problem, a thorn in their side that they never know when that knife is going to twist. The reveal gives them a little bit of info. It puts him down to 35, but he's still capable of striking from those shadows, taking one down, but finds two. Hello! No one's covering the defuse. Necky's down. Audaz asleep at the wheel. Pulls out the op, looking to take Fizzy, and he'll find the... Oh man, that Musashi's crouch peeking you.
They're being aimed at. That's
just
not
bought.
something I thought coming into this game I'd be saying, but they are being aimed at.
By Musashi's crouch peek. Yeah, Jamelinho's in their spawn, and Fabian's got his hands up trying to run for the sprint. Although, hold on, this is now looking doable. Spear's ults at least finding one. Echo gave his life up in the chaos. Nekky, a few shots landed. Well, it goes from bad to worse. A map that they're favored on, but they'll have to be flawless.
It feels like they almost have to be flawless from this point onwards. Anyway, Echo, he's done well. He's done very well, in fact. Both of the double duelists gone. Operator now in play. The spark looking. They need a whole lot more. Showstopper. Along with the divide, and well, divided and conquered. Down goes 3 players in quick succession.
Every step of the way, Eintracht Frankfurt winning a game of Battleships. Eternal Fire didn't know they were playing, and again, Jamelinho! He's got a double, but Nekky responds, down to 2 HP, but he's made it out. An advantage as slim and thin a margin as it may be. But this is a necessary round for Eternal Fire. A pistol could bury them deep if they go into the next half 10-2 down.
Man advantage just about. A stubbed toe would take Nekky out of this, and it needs to be a landed shot, and it will be for Favian. That third round looking ever more likely, but they need to respect their opponent. It's not been Azury's best map, no doubt about it, but he is someone who's had so many brilliant plays. And okay, quite nice this time of year. But I don't think they want to be going back just yet. Fizzy sat in the corner. They've walked out maybe further than would have been expected, and Spear at least will get that opener. They need to clear this man, and well, the stun is going to make sure of that. A man advantage, B site open. Audaz incredibly far away, and it seems like a double lurk being set up by this attack side. It does mean those two are going to have to hold the line, but they're going to try and do it passively from main.
Well, they have to. Running down the clock is the only option. Jamelinho is suspicious. In fact, he's even spamming the box. Nekky's got to be questioning whether he gave himself away at some point, but no. Unfortunately, they're not suspicious of the second flank, of the wraparound from Audaz. And now, well, the trigger's being pulled, the game given away, but the advantage firmly claimed with no chance left.
It leaves him with a potential backstab. Instead, though, it's MONSTEERR once again under pressure, but it's the spam from Fizzy. He gets there in time. Now they start going back, though, and that's where the gap was found. They knew they'd left that space, but clearly forgot about it later on.
Super late is Spear in this play as well, but Echo can manage to cut off those rotates, even the orb itself. It's a strange place to see it bloom, but it's going to stop you from retaking in that direction. The paranoia to delay up top. But the real danger here is, well, it would be MONSTEERR if Echo hadn't just snuck up behind and shredded the attackers. MONSTEERR being watched, but it won't make a difference to the first fight. He spotted Audaz running. He knows now where Nekky is. But he's been caught by the C's. He jumped in a second too early, and it's cost him precious time from the clock. As sand drains from the hourglass, MONSTEERR needs to find a fight, needs to force a mistake, and even then,
No time.
there's no time for him to win the round anymore.
A nice attempt as always,
The other
but
direction. The Pistols, the only ones that are fighting here on mid. A good flash to open, playing into the hands of Eintracht Frankfurt.
that time getting to a point of no return. Can't use any
30
ults
seconds
to at
left.
least get them in. Viper's Pit would be available in a post plant, but that won't be their problem. Monster once more springs to life, and he has brought Favian down to a slither of HP. 20 seconds, 22 health. A player in the corner with...
Alacağım seni Soner.
Sal sal.
Ha B'yi
Aldın,
AB
aldın.
kitlemiş olabilir. 2 B Evan sıkıyor.
Ben direkt B'ye kayıyorum o zaman.
Kitledi evet B'yi kilitledi ya.
A'ya gitsenize siz. B'ye bir tane flash at öyle git gel. Benim dogumla flash at. A'ya git.
Elbow'da Anıl Elbow'da biri.
Tamam A'ya gideceğiz. A
Kol
rampadan
atıyor,
oynayacağız.
kol
At.
zıplayarak kol atıyor. Bekliyor bir rampaya gidin.
B'de yok.
Rampasör olur mu?
Bomba attı.
Olabilir.
Ha ben
Ama kol atıyor, olamaz ya. Kol atıyor
Oğlum
bence.
neydi yok lan.
Elbow'da kol atıyor adam.
Abi spike atsana.
Rampadan oynayacağız bak. Side'dan direkt
Elbow
oynayamayız.
kalmış.
Dikenleri var girişte.
Tamam, rampadan
Side'daki
oynayacağız.
tek.
Rampada da bolu var.
Tamam. Gelin rampaya beraber.
Beyler molly atıyorum kendimi gösteriyorum bir de gideceğim.
Yürü
30
rampaya.
saniye 35 saniye.
Oğlum dur lan.
Tamam ya.
Ya oynuyorum.
Yürü rampaya yürü. Oğlum hayvana niye
Thank
smoke
you.
attın?
30 seconds left.
Yakın.
Spike down
Allah'ım.
A.
Tutarsın. Beklesene geliyorum.
Bent'te adam hala. Sen de. Var adam.
15 saniye.
20, 110 114. Master'ı bir yapıyor Ömür. Site'de.
Neyin?
10 seconds. The plant needed a monster.
And that's also if Eintracht Frankfurt let him go. Because why would you at this point? Jamelino, good start. He's got a knife kill. He's knifed Favian. Favian's having a bad enough day as it is. He didn't need that one. Showstopper on 25 health.
Okay, Musashi.
So that's why
listen,
you've
the
done
knife kill-
Showstopper on 25. I thought he was going to
The
shoot it
knife
through
kill
the
was-
smoke.
So
through
did
the
I.
smoke, fine.
The knife kill
That
was one bridge too far. This one is, we have gone leagues out of the zone we should be playing in.
The only thing I will say is the golden rule has not been achieved yet. Monster is alive.
Player standing.
Well, that did
There we
not
go.
last
So round
very
over.
long.
There we go.
Fine.
No offense, Azury, but we made it the rule.
I get it. You want to show
Exactly. I'll have a text-to-speech.
4 rounds needed to even equalize here, and look at the slow. Not just the grab well, but the thorns in the way. Spear's ultimate cancelled out by a small bit of utility, and that dive in from Favian. I'm not sure what wave he was riding there, but it didn't raise any other boats along the way. A rising tide, but they've been washed away by the
Partnership. Sure, the top 4 will try and prove that there are still some good teams in EMEA. And maybe Favian and Spear have an answer, but not to Jamelinho. The 16-year-old is looking to seal the day, seal the